can you give me one of those examples of a daily situation where you question what you're doing?
Today when I got out of bed and I wanted to go back to sleep, I questioned why I shouldn't. So, no, I just, it's a daily thing. I mean, you always question. I mean, that's how you find answers anyway. So it's the gift of being human.
Or anything that happens around you, you have to question. Somebody just asked us yesterday, which was a question that was sort of bizarre, and we didn't necessarily want to make a political stand with it, but somebody just asked about the drones, right?
Yeah, about Obama.
Like, what you guys think of the drones, and that basically you authorize to kill somebody with a drone, and what a horrible idea, right? And if but right there, we could use the example like, look at this title, okay. Just the idea of a drone, a machine can be sent into a remote region with a remote control and kill somebody. It's a horrible idea, right? Yeah. And you say like, holy shit.
Yeah, but at the same time,
it saves a bunch of troops that could have been in danger and killed. So in one way, it's a horrible fucking idea. On the other way, it saves the lives of some troops. So is it evil or is it good? You know what I mean? Everybody will look at this very subject in very different ways.
And that's the brilliance of it.
That's what it means. That title that we gave the albums, or every album we ever give, is about asking these questions.
So you also
decide that.
I'm sorry, what?
You also want to make the audience think maybe a bit then with your music.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Like I said, that's the gift of being human. You want to question everything around you. I think the second you stop, you become stagnant, like I said earlier, and at that point, you're just using up oxygen. So
we can't be preaching. We can't tell you what to think, but
we can give you a question, absolutely, and then it's up to you to answer it.
But then I wrote the song "You" down because I felt there was I listened to the record and there was quite a bit of anger. I felt. Directed at like
weird, huh?
Directed at a specific. I felt at specific people. Is that true? That it was directed at specific people?
Absolutely.
And are you willing to share?
No.
It's funny to me when we go to the studio. Ivan is a person who he loves to be on the road. He loves the audience. He's always missing in action, and we will find him in a crowd. Right? He's that guy that loves to be on the road. He's a nomad. He lives and dies for live shows. Where in a second we have to go to the studio, there is a schedule. You have to get up a certain time, the producer studio is there, booked, the assistants are there, the sound engineer, everybody's there, so he has to show up a certain time, and then you have to sit in this little box, dark little box, and sing, and he's automatically angry. He doesn't like it, so he's automatically angry, so he used to make this joke like, people sometimes ask like, how the hell you guys stay angry throughout 4 records? It's very simple. Ivan hates to be in the studio, so he's automatically angry.
But to answer your question, man, of course there are people in my life that piss me off, just like I'm sure there is in yours. Of course. And I'm not going to say any names, but I mean there are a lot of naysayers out there against this band, and I'd be pathetic not to stand up and say fuck you. You know what I mean? So it's not that I'm not going to say any names or anything, but yeah, there are most definitely people out there who get under my skin, as I'm sure that I do theirs. So.
Well, for instance, the song "Dot the I's," it's basically a mindset, not necessarily, but just letting you know that you don't care. And
yeah, absolutely, man. It's like fuck it. Like seriously, you can have your opinion. You're welcome to it, but don't put it on my back. A lot of these people, and that's the other thing that kind of irritates me. It's like they know nothing about me. They don't know where I've come from, the trials and tribulations I had to face just to get here. Things that I still face on a daily basis, and for them to sit there, and especially on the web, and they're in their grandma's basement talking shit about me online, it's like, come sit down with me, get to know who I am first, or better yet,
or back it up.
If you're gonna talk shit, man, I'll give you my address.
Is that something you
seriously?
But is that something you do often to look yourself up on the internet and see what people are writing about?
I don't try to. It's inevitable because I do. The world's small. The internet gives you access to just about everything in the galaxy. So it's not like I'm out there going, "Oh, I wonder what they're saying about me today." But when I jump online and I'm talking to friends or family, and it's just boom immediately in my face. There's no way that I can avoid it. I put myself in that position where I'm a front man, and they're entitled, but it's not going to change me.
We're probably the first generation, so to speak, the first musical generation that has to deal with this. Because if you think about it, 10, 15 years ago, internet was just kind of on a baby steps. Today almost everybody's online. and today everybody has an unfiltered opinion that's, that's kind of like without any.
You can get online and post anything you want about any human being in the world, whether it's
True or not.
and it's out there.
And it's out,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I heard online once that I had overdosed on heroin in a bar and I was dead. And I'm like, for one, I don't do heroin. For two, I'm still here. So, and that was out there online, and I'm going, who the fuck are these people? Where do they come from? I don't get it.
They have nothing going on, and they find fun in that. But the thing is like, it, as Ivan said, things get syndicated, and it becomes a thing. People didn't make the distinction yet that, yes, 10 years ago, the written word, whatever you write, if you've written it, you're responsible for it. So a journalist or whoever wrote anything had to be responsible for their words. And also, I know who you are. You talk shit to me, and let's back that up. Let's step back and let's talk about this. You know what I mean? But now it's no longer valid. Now anybody can say anything, and people didn't make
cover it up with a fake name and a fake, it's like.
And the people in general didn't make the change yet to understand, like, the written word no longer hold weight. The written word is no longer true. It has no, it doesn't have the value as it used to be, because it's retrackable. A website can be taken down, and you are anonymous. So that written word is no longer true. Or valid. So whatever they can say, whatever they say is not necessarily true. People have to come up with this new way of thinking.
The longest answer you've ever had in your life?
Up there.
Yeah.
so
All right, we'll keep the rest of them short.
Let's go back to the album quickly. Then you did.
It's up there.
Well, since Pro Tools and all these editing programs, I can talk out of
What
my
about the
ass.
Yankees?
So
The dinosaur. I really wanted to talk about that.
Jesus Christ.